Edgar, how did you get into running?
Uh, I was just pure boredom. Pure boredom. I don't know why he's laughing.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Joseph, do you have a question?
So you started running at pure boredom?
Yeah.
Is that what you discovered your passion for soccer?
No, that happened before.
Before?
Yeah, before.
So did soccer lead to the passion of running?
I guess a bit in a sense, yeah.
Okay.
So when working out, do you prefer working legs or arms? Most people
Legs.
prefer upper body because it makes them look big and shit.
Not legs. You gotta have a good lower core right there. I mean, you gotta be able to stand up. Yeah, lower body.
Alright, E.T.
Well, E.T. I want to ask E.T. something. I want to ask E.T. about nature.
Okay.
What's your favorite animal?
My favorite animal? Oh, I have a lot. But I think I would have to go with like monkeys.
Monkeys?
Yeah.
That's a
Like
shot.
like
That's
like a spider monkey?
Like yeah.
The small ones, the small ones with the big ones.
Yeah, any chimps, apes.
He likes primates.
Yeah.
Why are you so interested in nature?
Oh, because it's cool. When you go out, when you go out and see a lot of things, you learn a lot about nature, and it's just fun.
Why are you against using devices such as iPads, computers, phones?
Oh, you see, I'm not against it. It's cool, but like there's a limit.
Limit?
There is
You know
one.
when like people are on it all day. Yeah, no, that's not.
Yeah, I think you're talking to someone.
Yeah.
I'm not on it all day.
Yeah, you are.
When family and friends invite me to go out, I go out.
Okay.
But most of the time, I am mostly inside.
But most of the time you're mostly inside.
I'm inside.
Yeah, but you need to go outside and experience nature.
I still do. Just from time to time.
Is the cost of technology justified? Like, I mean, I see everything just like in the thousands.
It is, but it's annoying when you have all this stuff that costs $1,000
Mhm.
and they say it's your parents bought it for you, all this shit and that shit, but I mainly worked for it,
Okay.
not
I see.
them. I paid for most of it.
And how do you feel about this ET with nature and all that?
Like, what was the question again?
It was is the cost justified like of technology? It's like there's stuff is in like the hundreds, even the thousands.
Is it justified?
Yeah.
I would say yes, because throughout time, the technology has advanced and they have like new software things that are just more advanced. So I think it is justified.
Do you hate Apple?
Well, at first I did have Samsung, but everybody started to get Apple, so I got interested as well, so I switched from Samsung to Apple, but overall, performance-wise, positive.
Alright, good.
Performance-wise, Samsung is better than Apple.
No, I just hate Apple's method of selling stuff. They barely make any like tweaks.
Changes to their
They barely make any
to their
changes,
new
and they
Apple.
just
Yeah.
and then people sell it. People buy it, and they're able to sell, and that's why they're successful. But it's just horrible.
Compared to Samsung, performance-wise, it's way better than Apple.
I don't know. I've
It's
really
just that-
I've always been Sam.
It's
I've
just
always
that
been Apple.
Apple has a wider population than Samsung. It has more influence over it.
Popularity.
Popularity, there you go.
There's-
Population. I got confused
My
with that.
bad.
I know ET's all nature, so I want to ask him like where exactly he would want to go,
Where I
like
would
with
wanna
nature.
go.
Yeah.
That's a good question. I would probably go to like a park with like a really good hiking trail, or like somewhere that is not too, how would I say it? Not too known, and that has like more like nature, like rivers and stuff like that.
So would you hike up on a mountain and camp there?
I would. That sounds fun.
What about exploring places where there's snow?
Yeah, I would do that. Anything related to like nature, anything out there.
There's actually a YouTuber who does
The outdoor boy.
outdoor boy.
Oh yeah,
I'm watching
he just
him.
retired.
He
Yeah, I'm
retired
watching.
all because he was people too much popularity in a short amount of time.
I always like
couldn't handle it.
I always liked when he ate his honey bread.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
bread
you
with
know,
the
I
honey
watched
butter.
him, and it made me feel like I was watching a Minecraft video.
Not gonna lie, it's true,
He was.
but
It sounds fun. It sounds fun.
It looks fun to do. Yeah. I would want to do that one time.
Yeah, that's why like I want to do that type of stuff because it looks super fun.
And that's why technology just doesn't. It kind of just ruins nature.
Yeah, it's like
Because like you see, he lost his passion for it
yeah.
because of technology.
Because of the
Because people-
overwhelming fans.
Yeah, people
Gained
were
popularity
overwhelming
too
him.
quickly. That he didn't want his family to get it.
Yeah.
To get on it.
You see, that's why I think technology and nature are two different things.
Well, they are, but they can intertwine with each other.
Can you repeat that?
They are different, but they can intertwine with each other.
No, I disagree.
But
They can
Because,
intertwine.
As you see the outdoor boys, you see when you mix them up, it just. I mean, I could see why you
that's
think that.
one
I could see why
possibility
you
out
would
of
think
thousands
that.
of.
Because I think like it can influence others to maybe do it. You know, if you record it from like the outdoor boys.
He did say he was gonna help his kids with their child as well.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying so. Like I think it does like. They go together a bit, but like not. Because you know, like when something becomes like too popular, like a place, you know, like a lot of people visit, and sometimes like
that is a
people-
good point. Yeah.
Have you guys seen these videos where people explore abandoned places, but once they
Yeah,
share out the location, it's trash?
Yeah, that's what he's
Is that
talking
what you're
about.
talking
That's what I'm saying.
And that's because of technology. That's because of social media.
Yeah.
They ruin places. I mean,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
become too known, and then like you can't enjoy it anymore.
So Edgar, what do you think about like nature?
What do I think, money?
Yeah.
Well, I think it's beautiful.
I think it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Do you think nature and technology intertwine?
They can, but most of the time they don't. Like if when you talk about like conservation, like wildlife conservation, like there's use of technology everywhere into that.
Yeah.
But like you can also take like the opposite side with like other forms of technology that hurt the environment, and that's the more typical thing you see with technology and nature going together, and they usually go against each other.
But with technology, we're able to discover things that are happening in the environment, which we can improve.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It happens. But like I don't know, you would still need a lot more technology to like overcome how much we've affected it through technology
Yeah.
that's hurt the environment, hurts nature.
It's a pro and con thing.
Yeah.
Well, everything that is created has a
Yeah, you would need-
like gas-powered cars and electric vehicles. They say it's helping the environment, but it hurts them just as bad as it helps.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You would need like a massive like amount of reform of technology to like overcome like how much effect we've done to it.
All right, let's see, Joseph. I have a question for you. How did you get into this technology mind?
Technology mind.
Yeah.
Ever since I was little,
Oh,
I started messing with devices here and there, and that's when I got interested in RC cars. I bought one. It was like, I'm not trying to say like I have money or shit,
Yeah.
around in the hundreds. But it caught my interest and wanted me to build bigger RC cars better, and from that I branched into drones. But I realized drones are a lot more expensive, especially FPV drones, where you can wear goggles and be in the point of view of the drone. Just for those, it's like in the thousands.
So, ever since you were little, you were a tech bro.
No, I was just interested in technology a lot. With technology, I helped my family a lot.
So the tech bro of technology.
So are the rumors true? Are you gonna like start a business?
No.
Like Joey Tech Bros?
No.
You gonna start Joey Tech Bros? No.
No.
No? You wouldn't ever like open a store at all? No? Like even like used parts? Like the ones you'd see at the mall with like
No.
the repairs?
You wouldn't take it into consideration.
No.
to do that?
No?
Alright, that's not bad. That's not bad. Let's see. What other questions?
What consoles do you all have?
What?
What consoles do you all play on?
PS4. Yeah, I'm kind of outdated.
PS5? Yeah, you're kind of old.
Yeah, mine's like maybe 10 years old from now.
Also, when I discovered technology at a young age, I knew I didn't have the money to buy anything that I would enjoy, so I had to work for it. And that's why I have everything I have right now.
Oh, so basically technology taught you a way of life. It taught you a life lesson.
Yeah, but I save money here and there for things I want to get.
I see. So, with this technology, do you read any like books about technology, or?
Well, things like the internet can help you, well, can guide you into creating other things, like using a soldering kit to build permanent creations. To task creations, you would need stuff like a breadboard, an Arduino board, and a bunch of other wires. So it can help you create other things, technology-wise.
Do you know about any technology that helps with running?
Oh, actually, talking about running, there is a tech and development that can help you carry stuff. Like, it's attached to your legs, it can help you run, but it can also, think of it as a mech suit.
Mm-hmm.
It can increase your strength, increase your speed, it can help you basically.
Yeah,
So,
and that's why working your legs is better than working your upper body.
What about a watch?
Oh, so
yeah.
so basically a cyborg.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're only working on the leg part.
Okay.
Oh, so it's an exoskeleton.
Basically an exactly like
Yeah,
an
that's what it
exoskeleton,
is.
but only the lower part. To help people lift stuff. It can also help with your endurance. It can actually change a lot of things. It can help people with disabilities as well. Help them walk.
I want to ask ET something. I want to ask ET. I know you're a nature man, and you would know that bugs have exoskeletons, right?
Yes.
Would you want to be a bug with an exoskeleton?
Sure. Yeah. Oh, and that's another thing. So, I would say that nature does go with technology because you see exoskeletons in insects. They can with those studies on certain types of animals and insects, it helps bring new ideas to technology. With the exoskeleton and stuff, and also planes, because the earliest models of planes were
Inspired by
by birds.
Yeah. So technology is copied by nature.
Yes.
But nature can also cause a problem as well. From what I've heard, studies, they say that there's a fungus that can invade animals and control them and manipulate them into acting like the animal itself, but it isn't. And once other animals come and eat them, they also become infected with the fungi and can control them. Basically zombies, yes.
What do I think about that? Well, I mean, it's nature. And first, I think one thing that could be brought up is invasive species. Sometimes those types of fungus aren't in the right environment, which affect the population of other animals. And that's another thing. I do think with technology, it could help take out those invasive species with recording data on how much of the species affect other populations. So I think with technology, it could help.
Right, from what I heard right now, the fungi is being held back by the heat, but there is a chance they can develop mutations that can resist that.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
that's what always happens.
Animals, insects, they all mutate to increase their chances of survival. Talking about that, technology can also help with endangered species.
Yes.
If you haven't heard of them yet, but they were able to bring back the dire wolf.
The what?
The dire
The
wolf.
wolf that was extinct for thousands of years, and they just brought it back out of nowhere. It was the white one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I think technology does have its pros and cons again.
I think we have better things to be focused on than bringing back an
I'm
extinct
not
animal.
gonna lie, yeah, but it is interesting to see that we have the capabilities to do
Yeah,
With
well,
technology.
well, I feel like we need to be working on other stuff. I feel like scientists need to be focusing on other stuff with nature.
You do have a point, they are focused on space, but why not focus on what we have? Not the entire ocean has been explored yet. Only a few percentage of it. And yet they're willing to spend their funding on exploring outer space, which is infinitely larger than the oceans we have.
So then in the end, does it really all matter since everything's infinitely big?
I don't know.
Are we gonna go into existentialism or no?
I don't know.
Or we're just gonna change
Talking
the
about
topic?
space. Do you think there's other forms of life in space?
There could be, but with the technology we have on hand in this generation, I don't think we will be able to.
I think
that.
I believe that there's like, but like to an extent though. I don't believe it's like what like most people think with like these giant creatures. I
Like
think
aliens?
I think it's like microscopic stuff.
Oh,
like
okay.
bacteria,
Like
how the Earth used to look like millions of years ago.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I think maybe eventually in millions of years we'll probably have life like this somewhere out there. Do you believe there's like a dimension where like you're the same person yourself but like different? Do you believe in that type of stuff?
Like I'm the same person in the
Yeah, like an alternate universe. Like do you believe like there's
Not
something
really.
just like
There are many theories about multiverse here and there, but there is also another theory where one person was just reincarnated into what's the population of the world right now?
it's like 9 billion.
Reincarnated into like 8 billion.
8 billion. It's 8 billion. My bad.
8 billion.
Yeah.
Where there's a theory where one person
Uh-huh.
is everyone in the entire world, just reincarnated, different.
I've never heard about that.
Well,
Never heard about that.
well,
I mean, there's been like, I mean, people have recorded how many people have like lived on Earth, like in total, and like died.
Yeah.
It's like 150 billion. So that's a lot.
Yeah.
And right now we only have 8. So that just tells you how many people are just have died over the years.
Would you run a marathon?
Well, I mean, I'm working towards it. I mean, I've only ran, the largest I've ran is 11, and that was hard. Yeah, I cramped up like as soon as I came back home. I feel like I just need to start running more. Like I know that sounds like dumb, but like I just need to.
I have a question.
Yeah, just travel farther.
Edgar, do you think you as a runner, do you think the powered exoskeletons Joseph was talking about, do you think they should be implemented into marathons?
I think for like special like Olympic type of things, like with those types of marathons when people have disabilities, I think that would help them. I think that would help people like gain viewership. But like with normal people, like just people who don't have any sort of disability, I think it shouldn't
not
be.
necessary.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessary. I think that takes away from like the capabilities and like what
It would be the
what-
same thing as using steroids.
Yeah, basically, it's like it's a handicap. It takes away from how great like runners are.
And another question, you as a runner, let's say there's this person that's choosing whether to, thinking about using the exoskeleton to gain strength or gaining strength using weight. Do you think it's better to do it naturally or
Basically skipping using
So
technology.
basically, I think naturally. I mean, like I don't think you should waste that type of money. I mean, unless you really need it.
But it can improve many people's lives, workers' lives, in fact. Like construction workers carrying a lot of heavy equipment. But with an exoskeleton, they won't have to use as much force and be tired as much to do so.
Okay. But at the same time, it is expensive. It's an expensive piece.
Well, yeah, a lot of things are going to be expensive, but big companies would buy them to help their workers.
I see that.
It can also increase production in a lot of things.
Okay. I mean, yeah, it would increase production. The only problem I see is probably just the cost.
Yeah, like just making it, producing it. Like, cause do you know what it's made out of?
No.
No, you don't know what it's made out of.
I'd say it's the cost and the maintenance. Because, in a construction site, one thing can, hit it, it could already be destroyed.
Well, that's why you need federal funding. You need subsidiaries. You need them to support that and all.
But I think big companies wouldn't have a problem with that because in the long run it would help them. It would also increase their increase efficiency.
Okay. One question for Joseph. What do you think about those microchips people are putting in their brains?
Microchips. Honestly, don't know. But I think it's the first step.
Do you think it's going too far with technology?
I think Joseph's holding back.
I don't think so, but I think it's the first step into introducing technology and human capability. trying to combine biotechnology.
What do you think about these robots? What do you think
Technology
about-
can also help people medically if we have the capabilities, such as nanites, as shown in many movies and the research. Nanites can heal you from the inside, repairing your cells.
Heal you?
Heal you. Nanites can close wounds, repair internal organs, etc.
Well, I want to ask a question. What do we think on Elon Musk?
Elon Musk.
I really don't know.
I don't. Yeah.
You guys don't have anything to say?
No.
He's a bit weird, isn't he?
He is weird. He is weird. I can see that.
He's strange, but I really don't know. Oh, and then one question for Joseph. Do you think technology, with how it's being used in like humans, do you think there will be a day where humans will, how do I say this? Like, skip death in a way? Like, with like
Live
these.
infinite.
Yeah, yeah. Do you think that'll happen?
Like be immortal.
Immortal, basically.
Yeah.
Well, I think there's a possibility.
Do you think there
I
is
think
a possibility?
nature has a good example. There's a jellyfish that's immortal. It just keeps
Exactly.
it keeps regenerating itself, and it just lives on forever. It's I don't know if ET knows about that.
Yeah,
jellyfish.
yeah.
You do? Yeah, you heard about it?
Yeah, we could.
Do you think it's possible, or do you
I
think
think it might be possible, but not anytime soon. But the technology we have right now, I don't think so.
Do you think like in a 50, 100, or even more years, do you think it might be achievable?
I think it might be achievable. Yeah.
What do you think, Edgar?
Well, what do I think
Yeah.
on that whole topic?
Yeah.
Well, I think it'd be cool if we could regenerate people, but like I don't know if people would really like just living forever. I mean, eventually.
There are some people who are interested in the idea because they would see a lot of people who
Yeah, that's the
Die.
first reason. Yeah, a lot of people they see loved ones die, and like you don't know what to do with your life because you just live on forever.
I mean, me personally, I think I would take immortality than be immortal. Even though I may see a lot of people.
And I feel like some people would describe it as being like dead forever. I mean, like you don't know what to do.
Yeah. What else?
Oh, thoughts on Teddy Roosevelt? Is he like your idol? Because I know he was like the main guy with nature
He's not my
during
idol,
his
but
presidency.
He was a pretty cool president with all the stuff he did with nature and all that. So, yeah, he was a pretty cool. With the Panama Canal and all that. So what do you think about presidents that like nature?
Historical wise, I'm not interested
You're
in
not interested.
history, so I don't know much about any of the presidents.
Okay.
I don't think there's any other president that really did anything for nature other than Teddy Roosevelt. I mean, he established like pioneer of like national parks, and I mean from there, I guess the presidents followed on, but like none really like was a trailblazer like him.
Let's see.